everything is bleak. It's the middle of the night. You're all alone and the dummies might be right. Outside the darkness lurks my music at work. It's my music at work. Hey, falling hummingbird.
Tragically Hip during their historic concert in Kingston, Ontario just over a week ago. The band continues to make its presence known, this time on the music charts. Shoshana Reed was there and is now here to tell us about that. What's happened?
Oh man, it's amazing to think back to, that was just a week ago, essentially.
Seems so long ago
Seems like a long time ago, but yeah, the Hip, you know, they wrapped up the Man Machine Poem Tour, and since then, album sales have gone through the roof. Tragically Hip album sales have gone up 157%, and that includes digital song sales, also up, streaming numbers, there's no surprise there. But all 17 albums by the Tragically Hip are currently on the Billboard Canadian albums chart. And this comes just, as we mentioned, 1 week after that big show in Kingston. Of course, the CBC broadcast that brought that show to millions of viewers. And right now in the #1 spot on the Billboard charts, the 2005 album, Your Favorites. And this was, of course, the album that the Hip allowed fans to vote on. Vote for your favorite songs through their website. And they made this compilation, and that's right now in the #1 spot. There are also 4 other Hip albums in the top 10. As I mentioned, all albums are on the chart, but also in the top 10 we have the band's latest album, Man Machine Poem, and that's at #6, Fully, Completely, as well as Up to Here, also in the top 10 in the 8 and 9 spot. And I mean, of course, album sales have, of course, gone up since the news of Gord Downie's illness, and this tour going across the country has revived the love for the Hip, I think, and a lot of people just really turning and enjoying their music. And I want to share a clip from their latest single. This is In a World Possessed. Take a look.
Everything is clear, just how you describe the way it appears, a world possessed by the human mind.
They performed that song in Kingston, and it's a great one.
I know. Road Apples is my favorite, though. Was that on there?
I also loved Bob Cajun.
Yes.
That was just a classic for me.
Oh, they're all good.
Yeah.
And Shoshana, I also gathered that there's been a similar spike in donations to Gord Downie's Brain Cancer Research Fund.
Yes, the charitable donations have been coming in. Of course, this, again, going to a good cause. Ticket sales, number of proceeds going to help Sunnybrook. And, you know, we spoke with them this morning just to get an update on where things stand. And they said that they've raised $477,500 so far. So a lot of donations have come in, and that money is going to go on to support research into new drugs. They also said genetic therapies and surgical techniques. So a lot of good is coming out of this music and this tour. And, you know, they said they received donations from not only across Canada, but fans in the U.S. as well.
Wow, nearly $500,000. That's great. Thanks, Shoshana.
You're welcome.